everything that was said in the trial, I mean, making threats or anything like that, it was all new to me. All. My whole team wasn't ready for trial. They basically said that they wasn't ready for trial, but we were forced to trial.
And that's not even the craziest part. Rumor has it Hudson might have had a hand in Whitney Houston's tragic downfall too, allegedly teaming up with Clive Davis to push Whitney out and take her spot.
Sort of make comparison to years, working with Queen Soul and Lethal Sex and Police Circle.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got Clyde there holding both of them. You dig? Clyde there holding both of them right now. Holding both of them.
That's you?
That's you, huh?
What's that?
I don't know what that
Damn
is.
game.
Oh,
Okay. Stop.
I was about to say, I don't know what that is.
Huh?
I said, I was about to say, I don't know what that is. Bro.
Yeah, game playing. Traffic. Caught in traffic. 7 minutes delay.
See, 7 minutes later.
Watch out. Vehicles and shoulder ahead.
You say you in traffic? How long?
Huh?
You say you in traffic? How long?
Say it one more time.
You say you in traffic. I said, how long?
Yeah, it said a delay for 7 minutes. A 7 minute delay. But I'm doing good. I'm just, fell back and driving slow, so I'm still moving. I haven't had to stop yet, so. want some donut.
Sure. Still tripping off with Luke Skywalker and talking about he giving. I'm still tripping off this nigga talking about he giving us a chance to come back to the Democrat Party. Nigga, bitch, there was no chance to come back to that shit. Crazy me think about it. Give you a chance to come back to the bullshit you done left if you did leave that bullshit. Give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance to come back. Like what he's saying means something. That's me, nigga. Your word gonna mean war. You fought to have the nasty music out there. Even though even though he fought to have the nasty music out there, even though I like the nasty music, but I'm just saying, he's gonna tell you, give us one chance to come back to the bitch. Who is you? Boy, them celebrities know they something, man. Just got a little bit of motherfucking money and think they can tell you what the fuck to do.
Where are the cars I requested?
I stole it.
Have an incoming shipment of slot machines down at the docks. I'd send the usual courier, but we've had some reports of suspicious...
We have an incoming shipment of slot machines down at the dock.
Deliver the machines. Deal with any customers.
Jay, I'm gonna call you right back. That's easy.
All right, love.
All right. We can see you.
We compare Anita with the Jennifer Hunt, and Jennifer does definitely have that potential to be an all-star.
As a kid at 11, I would sit and create duets between Whitney and I with her. I Will Always Love You. And yes, I did.
Cat Williams is back in the headlines, stirring the pot by potentially exposing big players in Hollywood. Once again, he's shining a light on how these powerful figures allegedly sacrifice their loved ones to stay on top. And one name that's really catching heat right now, Jennifer Hudson.
It's beautiful. You know, we're still blessed, and I mean, we've had our loss, but we're finding our way.
On October 24th, 2008, the quiet neighborhood of Englewood on Chicago's South Side was rocked by a horrifying discovery. Jennifer Hudson's mother, Darnell Donerson, her brother, Jason Hudson, and her nephew, Julian King, were the victims of a brutal crime. Darnell and Jason were found shot to death in their home, while 7-year-old Julian's body was discovered 3 days later, on October 27th, in an abandoned vehicle, also with gunshot wounds. The grim investigation was kicked off by Hudson's sister, Julia, who made the heartbreaking discovery of their mother and brother's bodies.
Is she breathing?
Realizing that her son Julian was missing, an Amber Alert was issued, sparking a massive search effort. Sadly, the search ended in tragedy when Julian's body was found, deepening the heartbreak for the already shattered Hudson family. The investigation quickly honed in on William Balfour, the estranged husband of Julia Hudson. Balfour had a violent past and had previously made threats against the Hudson family. His relationship with Julia was rocky, filled with arguments, and eventually leading to separation.
That is the part that hurts you. Like, I remember one time when William and he had an argument with my sister, and he told her, I'm gonna take Julia.
Despite the warning signs, the full extent of Balfour's violent tendencies became horrifyingly clear in the aftermath of these devastating events. Balfour was arrested on October 24th, the same day Darnell Donerson and Jason Hudson's bodies were discovered. Initially, he was held on a parole violation while investigators worked to collect solid evidence. As the case progressed, key pieces began to surface. Balfour's fingerprints were found on the vehicle where Julian King's body was discovered, and ballistic tests linked the gun used in the to a weapon associated with him.
We can confirm.
We came with your murder no more.
Inside the vehicle was the body of 7-year-old Julian King.
In December 2008, Balfour
Came
was
with your murder
charged
no more. That's a
with
fucking
3 counts
shame.
of first degree and 1 count of
Came with your murder no more. Ain't no motherfucking kid, you stinky bitches, you.
Balfour's trial began in April 2012, nearly 4 years after the horrific events. Prosecutors described him as a jealous and vengeful man who couldn't handle Julia Hudson's decision to leave him. They argued that his actions were driven by spite and possessiveness. Neighbors testified they heard gunshots and saw Balfour at the Hudson residence around the time of the further tightening the case against him.
For the most part, a lot of us got desensitized, which is not a good thing.
Additional evidence against Balfour came from cell phone records and surveillance footage, further linking him to the crime. The defense, however, tried to poke holes in the prosecution's case, arguing that the evidence was purely circumstantial and suggesting there were other possible suspects. During the trial, Jennifer Hudson took the stand, delivering a deeply emotional testimony. She recounted the last time she saw her family and reflected on her relationship with Balfour. Her heartfelt words emphasized the profound loss she endured and the devastating impact the had on her life.
My brother. He's my brother. Go upstairs. Jimmy, knock it out.
Okie dokie, set off for your vehicles. Air team, you're going to collect the Avenger tilt rotor aircraft. Water team, you're using
The jury found
Stromberg.
William Balfour guilty on
You've
all
done some
counts.
pretty good
He was
work
sentenced
disrupting
to
their
3
activities
consecutive
around
life
the
sentences
state.
without the
But
possibility
now,
of parole,
it's time to
ensuring he
take
would
down
spend
this
the rest of
Russian
his life in
spy
prison.
network
While the
thing
verdict provided
once
some
and
sense
for
of
all.
justice, it
If
could
my
never
rigorous
fulfill the
debrief of
duties
Agent
left by
ULP
the
has
tragic
taught me
loss.
anything,
At the
it's
time
that
of
the
the
threat is
tragedy,
not to
Hudson
be
was
underestimated.
graduating from her career, having
The
just won an
threat
Academy
is
Award for
as
Green
real
Girl
as
and
here to
receiving
destroy
widespread
all
acclaim for her singing.
Maybe
But the
twist your
sudden
arm.
and brutal loss of her
Yeah,
loved
I'm
one
just looking
struck her
forward
to
to
the
cashing
core,
my
impacting
paycheck.
both her
Going
personal
back to
and
my
professional
normal
life. In the
day-to-day
wake of the
existence
tragedy,
where I
Hudson
don't
took a
have to
step
work
back from
pants
the
all
public
the
eye,
time. You
canceling
know, where it's the
appearances,
evening
postponing
news that makes
projects,
me
and
think
immersing
nuclear war
herself
might
in
be
grief.
imminent.
The
Not my
intense
work
media
emails.
coverage only added
Lucky
to the
you.
personal burden she
Way to
carried.
avoid responsibility. The litmus test I do for every business decision I make. Would I go to nuclear war for this? I press the go button when the answer is abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, well, I've never been so sure about something I drop an H-bomb for. Except maybe these chicken wings I have once. Lemon pepper. You know, you are the problem with culture right now. No
This
one takes
performance
anything
was seen as a
seriously.
testament to her
It's a crisis
undeniable
of
talent and ability to persevere
things
despite
being what they
unimaginable
should.
loss.
Oh,
Late
I'm
last year,
sorry.
Hudson
The
released her
threat is
second studio
very
album,
real,
I
okay?
Remember
Just
Me,
like your hair
which
system.
featured songs reflecting her journey
Your
through
discourse
grief
is
and healing.
poisonous and
Beyond her
reductive.
music, she sought to honor her nephew by
Okay,
founding
you're in the
the
Stromberg.
Gift
Take it on a deep
Foundation. In
dive down to that
2016,
submarine
William
and talk
Balfour
with the vessel and
was
get on
signed to the
board.
American
The air team will cover the
Pontiac
surface.
Correctional Center in Illinois with ABC 7's Chuck Moody. Speaking from behind the prison walls, Balfour maintained his innocence, denying any involvement in Darnell Jonerson, Jason Hudson, and 7-year-old Julian King. He claimed he was the victim of a conspiracy, alleging that evidence had been planted and that witnesses had lied to secure his conviction.
As far as what? As far as I didn't understand.
You didn't understand why he would have been considered a suspect?
No.
Balfour's words provided a chilling glimpse into his mindset as he portrayed himself as wrongfully imprisoned. Whether his claims were an attempt to cope with the enormity of the crimes or a desperate effort to rewrite the narrative, his statements added another unsettling layer to a tragedy that continues to haunt Hudson and her family. I didn't have nothing to do with the case and don't know who had anything to do with the case, he said. Balfour also claims that he was framed and that people lied on the stand, including his ex-wife and Julia. Both women said that he had threatened to kill them in the past. Not one time did I ever threaten her, period, said Balfour of Julia. He then spoke about Julian, saying, "This was a child that I used to see all the time. Tried to get him to ride a bike all the time. I mean, I don't know. Do I miss him? Yeah. Do I love him? Yeah." Balfour was then asked about what he thought of the person who had killed Julian, and replied, "Heartless, straight heartless. He hasn't got no family morals, nothing." And as to what he would say to Hudson, who he grew up with and went to school with, Balfour said, "I didn't have nothing to do with her family being period." Despite facing life behind bars, Balfour remained unwavering in his denial of guilt throughout the interview. His demeanor was eerily calm, almost detached, as if he were describing an
You're
ordinary
approaching the
event rather
submarine.
than a
Get close and board through the hatch.
people.
Everything that was said in trial about me making threats or anything like that, it was all new.
What stood out most was the complete lack of emotion in his words. There was no trace of remorse, no sign of regret, just a cold, matter-of-fact recounting of his version of events. As ABC 7's Chuck Goody pressed him with probing questions, Balfour stuck to his narrative, portraying himself as a victim of injustice. His refusal to accept responsibility was palpable, leaving a chilling impression on those who heard his story. The interview cast a dark shadow, raising unsettling questions about whether Balfour's detachment was a coping mechanism or a glimpse into the mind of someone truly unrepentant.
My whole team
You
was
stay
ready
dry?
for trial. They
Okay.
basically
A
said
source on
they
board's
wasn't
been
ready for
bringing us
trial.
intel
But
on
we
a flight
forced the
in the
trial.
brig. If you see any sailors,
I mean,
shoot
they
first.
tested everything,
Shoot second if there's
and
time.
I was cool with it.
He was claims he had nothing to do with it. Balfour was asked why then. He decided not to testify during the trial. He testified with his lawyer and was pressed further by pointing out to the overruled messages in Balfour said, I know that. They would think that he discussed in private about taking the stand. Balfour was also testified against him in the case, and the evidence presented, however, circumstantial. I mean, it's up to them to make sense out of it. Because if you make a statement and the statement don't add up to the way that it happened, then it's a problem. That's Mr. Couch, said the career criminal, who had previous arrests or attempted murder. Heard that before his conviction. Despite the overwhelming evidence presented at trial, including cell phone records, gunshot residue, and witness testimony, Balfour remained steadfast in proclaiming his innocence. He insisted that the evidence against him was fabricated and witnesses were coerced, portraying himself as a scapegoat in a grand conspiracy designed to obscure the truth. One of the most unsettling moments in the interview came when Balfour discussed
people?
the
promised me passport and job in Belo Silicon.
Speculated that the child may have been prevented from identifying the assailant. His detachment Howell's remarks about Julian's death were deeply unsettling.
Okay, sheep. All right, go to the bridge. Network runs through point and center console. Mr. Hurt still give job, yes. I American now.
Okay, screw him. Get him to the bridge, document everything, then plug Clifford into the console.
Balfour attributed it to the advice of his lawyer. He implied that the decision was not his own. Some would take responsibility on his legal
You're on the bridge. Okay. Photograph the files on the table. Quick, use your phone.
His persistent refusal to
Now
accept
plug in Clifford
accountability for the
right into the console.
Balfour's refusal to provide further details on critical aspects of the case only deepens the mystery surrounding the tragic events.
Wait a minute!
Even as he faced life in prison without the possibility of parole,
for
he
less than
remained
1
defiant,
minute.
clinging
Look,
to his
you
claims of
look
innocence
very much
despite
like you have
multiple
wrong end
appeals
of
being
shit.
denied.
You've got stuck in the stick. You're up creek
was
with bottle of
processed and
crap. Look,
What police
how you
department
say it.
take
I'm
evidence
here
off
to
somebody
help.
and process it a month later?
In 2019, Jennifer Hudson opened up in a
Look,
candid
kill me
interview
all
with The
you
Guardian,
like.
reflecting
But
on the
stop.
2008
Listen,
of her mother,
listen,
brother,
listen.
and 7-year-old nephew. Crimes committed by her sister Julia's estranged husband, William Balfour. During the interview, Hudson, now
Sure.
a mother to her
I
10-year-old
would
son
like to
David, shared that
destroy
although the law
America,
still weighed
control
heavily on
Russia,
her, she
and
was
destroy
determined not to
fabric
let
of
the tragedy
civilization
define
as we
or
know it.
derail her
But
life.
these
The
are all
star,
piping
known for her
dreams.
resilience, emphasized her
I am
commitment to
here to
finding
help
strength
solve
in the face of grief.
real
I've learned to keep going, she explained, underscoring her resolve
You-
to focus on her future and family.
you
She said,
A
thank God.
real
I think I
problem.
attribute that first to
You're
God.
doing
Next to
dirty
the
work
fact that when you
for
experience
Avon
trauma,
Quartz
it comes
and
goes.
his
It's always there,
machine
but it's a
Cliffy.
matter of how you deal with
Oh,
it. The Oscar winner went on to note that she realized early on in the grieving
Oy.
process that she would
Ah.
need to honor her lost
Listen.
relatives by moving
Think
on with her
about
life the way they would have
If you
wanted her
let
to. It would be worse to me, not
insecure
stressful,
little
she said. I'm hearing my brother's voice say, Jenny,
Play
knock
God.
it off. He would be angry
Then
at me
fake
for
human
giving up,
brain
or
he
also
builds
think that my
will be
mother
brain
killed us.
of
She prepared
insecure
us. She would
little
say, you know, I'm not
egomaniac.
here, and I want you
My
all to be able to
scientists
make
have
it.
studied
She used to say, without
Clifford.
family, you have nothing, which is
Clifford.
why it's so important to take care of family. So if I'm doing
Asshole.
that, I know I'm pleasing my mother. She also noted that the
Exactly.
establishment of the Julian D.K. Gibb
And
Foundation, named in her
and
nephew's
Quartz
honor,
want
helped
us to
her
kill
move
each
forward
other.
and cope with the unthinkable loss as well.
Well, how did
Because
I
she
make
was
this
strong
up?
and very smart, so to live in a way that
How
honors
indeed.
them is what
Well,
presses
thank
me
you,
forward.
Bogdan.
Not to mention,
Thank you,
thank
Mr.
God, that I
Krabs.
have a child
Thank
to live
you,
for.
silent
On another
psychotic
occasion, she
peon.
said,
But
it's
this
frustrating
is
and
where
helps me
I
to have
say
somebody
I'll
who
leave it
lost
here.
nothing try to
No,
talk to
I
me
mean,
about it. I want to
get
say,
ready.
don't even bother,
I mean,
because you know nothing.
where
But you never know how
I'm in
much you can get
charge.
through until you're
Me
going
and
through it.
Clifford.
I went from being
Go
an
fuck
aunt having a
yourself,
mom and being a
losers.
child to not
Yeah,
having a mom and
losers.
being a mom
Yes,
and
we're
raising my
in
own
charge.
child.
Me and
She
my
explained,
dad.
I tell
We're in
David all the
charge.
time,
And
you
this
saved my life.
outdated
I
low-tech
started by telling
submarine
you some of
will
the world's
self-destruct
greatest
in
people,
30
leaders and
seconds.
athletes are black people, she says. But I also tell you the
Scuba
reality
gear by
of
hatch
things.
over
When
there.
a little
I
black
have
boy
secret
was playing at a
escape pod.
playground with a
Good
toy gun and
luck.
got shot by police, I told him, you can't go outside and play with a gun. That's not safe or smart for you to do. I want to teach him, to make him able to make smart decisions for himself. The former American Idol finalist shared that her late loved one would have wanted to go and continue doing what they loved to do. This belief serves as a source of strength and motivation for Hudson as she honors her memory. Hudson also remains close with her sister Julia, who lives nearby. Hudson works in her native Chicago. She is a school bus driver and someone with a big personality and sense of humor. The connection between the two sisters is only growing stronger. offering a sense of stability and family in the wake of their shared loss. Hudson also spoke about her father, a Greyhound bus driver who had 27 children in total. While she hasn't met all of her siblings, she cherishes the relationship she has with those she is connected with, underscoring the importance of family ties in her life. She said, "There's a lot of us. Apparently my dad had 27 children. I'm the youngest of all of them. That's a lot of children. I've never met all of them, but that's the thing. I'm a family person. And so when I turned 16, I'm like, I want to go find Sam is what we call him, and I want to meet all my siblings. It was my dream to have all of us at this grand Thanksgiving or Christmas table, and we all sit and eat together. That was my goal at 16. In a 2020 episode of Oprah's Next Chapter, Jennifer Hudson revealed that she had found it within herself to forgive William Balfour, the man convicted of taking the lives of her mother, brother, and nephew. The Oscar and Grammy winner reflected on the emotionally moving experience of seeing Balfour in the courtroom during the trial.
What did you see if that made you feel like something in the spot?
He went to jail right after that 8th grade.
He was told something was wrong.
That's the perspective she has despite having attended every day of Balfour's trial for the slaying, and despite hearing a judge declare that Balfour has the heart of an Arctic knight and a soul as barren as dark space. It's what he was taught, how he was brought up, Hudson explained, and it was a far cry from her own upbringing. "You never had a chance," she said regarding Balfour. "Had you had the love my mother gave us, or the background that some have, then you would have stood a chance." That's part of what helped her find forgiveness for the man. That as well as the lesson she and her sister Julia, who was also present for the interview, learned from their late mother. "I always say the greatest gift our mother gave us was introducing us to Christ and bringing us up in church," Hudson explained in a bonus clip on Oprah.com. "I feel like that's the base, that's the foundation, and that's what keeps me balanced and grounded, and I think of it every day." Jennifer Hudson's choice to forgive Lady Balfour sparked a mix of responses among fans and the public. While many admired her for finding peace through forgiveness, others found it difficult to understand how she could let go of the anger towards someone responsible for such a devastating loss. How did that happen? When it's really happened, that's, it's real.
You all together? Okay, get to the meat and watch out for Yvonne's people. They are motivated.
She had not visited the graves of her mother, brother, and nephews since their burial. She expressed her desire to go back now that justice had been served, saying, "I feel like we've accomplished this."
You ever had a neural network try and kill you before? Yeah, me neither. Welcome to the future. Get on the turrets and try to survive, okay?
And she acts like she is accepting an award reading a script. If someone was my mom, my nephew and brother baby, I would have been shattered. I lost one brother by accidental gunshot in 06. I still feel the pain. It's still hard for me to speak on it without getting choked up. And I'm a strong person. And Cat
The meat is at Devin Weston's hangar at LSIA. Anyone still alive and still on our side is going to be there.
His decision to disclose this experience stemmed from a desire to illuminate the darker facets of the entertainment industry and caution aspiring artists about whom they place their trust in. Williams made it clear that his concern wasn't with anyone's past, but rather with feeling harassed and pressured into something he didn't desire. He underscored the importance of respecting boundaries and emphasized the significance of consent, irrespective of gender or orientation. "I respect everyone's right to love whoever they want to love, but I also respect my right to say no thank you," Williams stated emphatically. One person wrote, "Mad respect for Cat, his resilience, perseverance, authenticity, and most importantly, his love for his family and his fans." Another one
to be sacrificed.
We should all applaud ourselves on the roles we played in the downfall of the human race. Idiots. The Illuminati was after him, and he stood up to them. Didn't sell his soul to the devil. God bless him. Despite these unsettling rumors, Hudson has remained steadfast in focusing on love, healing, and resilience. She has not publicly acknowledged or given credence to these conspiracy theories, choosing instead to highlight her journey of personal growth, family support, and the pursuit of justice in honor of her loved ones. I can't even, like whoever. Following the tragic deaths of her family members, Jennifer Hudson understandably took time away from the public eye to grieve and heal. After the tragic loss of her family members, Hudson took a step back from the spotlight to process everything. When she finally returned, it was unforgettable. She's saying the national anthem at the 2009 Super
You're
Bowl
almost
marked
here,
her
okay?
first
Just,
public appearance
bring it
since
on home.
that performance
This
was
is,
a
gonna
testament
be a
to her
depressing
talent and
conversation,
strength.
all right?
So, how do you confirm her feelings are powerful, but art?